Chicago Cubs. News today.
Do you guys really think Jed Hoyer is going to sit back and watch this rotation bleed until July? Because I'm not betting on that. The rumors are heating up. Sonny Gray could be wearing Cubs blue sooner than people expect. The Chicago Cubs are living through an injury nightmare in 2026. Matthew Boyd got hurt playing with his kids at home, blown knee. Cade Horton? Out for the entire season with an elbow injury. Justin Steele, Jordan Wicks, Hunter Harvey, Riley Martin, Caleb Thielbar. The list just keeps growing. The Wrigley Infirmary has turned into a rehab station. Meanwhile, the Boston Red Sox are sinking after a disastrous start and may need to rebuild. That's where the real possibility comes in. A trade involving 36-year-old veteran Sonny Gray, who is on a $75 million contract. The Athletic added fuel to the conversation by listing Gray as a priority target for the Cubs. And you know what that means? The front office is not waiting for the July trade deadline. They can't. With their grip on second place slipping and the rotation falling apart, every lost game is another step backward. Gray becomes a free agent at the end of the year, so Boston either trades him now or risks losing him for nothing. And the Cubs? They needed arms yesterday, not tomorrow. Let me be straight with you. Sonny Gray is not Jacob deGrom. He's not Garrett Cole. But you know what he is, reliable. And right now, reliability is worth gold. I've seen too many flashy trades blow up in our faces because teams chased explosive upside instead of the guy who delivers every fifth day. Gray owns 128 career wins, a 3.58 ERA, and a 1.20 WHIP. Those numbers don't lie. He's probably not winning a Cy Young, but he'll give you 6 quality innings without making you rip your hair out every week. In 2026, Gray has made 6 starts for the Red Sox, a 3-1 record, a 3.54 ERA, a 1.29 WHIP, with 28 innings pitched, and a 2.1 strikeout-to-walk ratio. Those are solid mid-rotation numbers, exactly what the Cubs are missing right now at Wrigley. Since entering MLB in 2013 with the Oakland Athletics, he's pitched for 6 different teams, piling up 346 appearances, 336 as a starter. His career total of 1,946 innings pitched shows a level of durability very few modern pitchers still have. But the price will not be cheap. According to The Athletic, Boston wants high-impact young talent. Names like Kevin Alcantara, Matt Shaw, Peyton Tola, and Connolly Early are floating around in discussions. Craig Breslow, the Red Sox chief baseball officer, is not giving Gray away just because the season is collapsing. So the real question becomes this. Do you trade premium prospects for a pitcher who could walk away as a free agent in October? That's the honest question. Because that's the decision Jed Hoyer has to make right now. Bet on the present knowing you may mortgage part of the future, or hold onto the kids and pray the injury list finally clears up. The Cubs' situation is critical, because this is not just one injured pitcher. It's a full wave of injuries exposing the lack of depth in the rotation. When you lose Boyd and Horton, while Steele keeps bouncing on and off the injured list, the farm system simply cannot plug every hole. Gray would be the stabilizer, the guy who buys time for the roster to heal and for younger arms to develop without pressure. Boston, on the other hand, is sitting with 14 wins and staring at a complete reset. They are not contending for the playoffs this year, so moving Gray makes strategic sense. The timing is perfect for both sides. The Cubs need immediate relief, and the Red Sox need to build for tomorrow. Honestly, I make this trade without blinking. Look, I know everybody wants to see the shiny young prospect lighting up Wrigley. I want that too. But here's reality. The Cubs are sitting near the top of baseball with a broken rotation. If they don't act now, we're going to watch this window close, just like we've seen happen so many times before. Gray alone is not carrying this team to the World Series, but he can steady the ship while everybody else recovers. And another thing, veterans like him know how to handle pressure. He's been through Oakland Athletics, New York Yankees, Cincinnati Reds, Minnesota Twins, St. Louis Cardinals, and now the Boston Red Sox. The guy knows the league. He understands October baseball. That matters more than projected WAR from a prospect who has never faced big league pitching. Do you really think Craig Counsell is going to sit through another month watching AAA kids get crushed in the majors? Because I guarantee you he won't. Every series lost right now could be the difference between grabbing a wild card spot or missing the playoffs entirely. The National League Central is wide open, but it's not going to wait for the Cubs to figure themselves out. Milwaukee Brewers and St. Louis Cardinals are not slowing down. If Hoyer waits too long, we'll look back in September and realize the season slipped away in May because of one decision that never got made. No, Gray is not Shohei Ohtani, and he's not some electric 22-year-old phenom coming up from the farm, but he is exactly the kind of pitcher playoff teams need: predictable, experienced, capable of eating innings, and giving the bullpen room to breathe. The Athletic mentioned other possible targets connected to the Cubs, but Gray feels like the most realistic and accessible option right now in May. The question is not whether the Cubs will look for reinforcements. That answer is already clear. The question is, will they have the courage to pay the price? Trading young talent is never easy, but sometimes it's necessary. Time will tell whether Jed Hoyer has the stomach to pull the trigger. And you guys? Would you trade Kevin Alcantara for Sonny Gray? Or are you holding tight to the prospects? And if you're into jerseys, caps, and accessories, check out the link down below in the pinned comment.